Can I buy you guys a drink? Guess not.
Patrick Swayze is
Dalton.
I thought you'd be bigger.
Opinions vary.
When he's around, anything can happen.
How does a guy like you end up a bouncer?
Just lucky, I guess.
And usually does.
If somebody gets in your face, I want you to be nice.
Don't be rude.
Ask him to walk, but be nice.
Help this gentleman to the door.
Until it's time to not be nice.
So says the fighting philosopher.
He may be hard to handle.
If I keep talking, you're gonna go on thinking I'm a nice guy.
I know you're not a nice guy.
But he's easy to like.
What's the matter, Dalton? Don't you like women?
The worst I ever had was wonderful.
He's not what you'd expect.
I thought you'd be bigger.
But there's one thing you can count on. He's the best friend a good time ever had.
You guys tired?
Doc, I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead. This is my time.
I'm not afraid of him.
I guess you'll be having that fire sale now, all right? Got your hands full, kid.
I just think I'm looking at a dead man.
Patrick Swayze.
For that line of work, I thought you'd be bigger.
Gee, I've never heard that before.
Roadhouse.
Oh yeah, it's time, baby. It's time.
What
It's
is up,
time.
guys? Welcome back to the
Hello.
channel. Welcome back to the All Games podcast live stream. Got a nice little video today. We're going to talk about one of the greatest movies of all time, and one of the greatest movies that I think represents actual masculinity. Roadhouse. That's right. Not the Family Guy. Roadhouse. Kind of like see it. We're talking about the real movie, the real thing
yeah.
itself.
Real Roadhouse. The real thing. Thank you, Gina, for that comment. Thank you. Sam Elliott is great,
Right.
but so is Patrick Swayze.
Yes, that's right. Now, this movie is very important for a lot of reasons. If you guys, we're going to let you guys, of course, watch it on your own time, but we're going to go into some clips. We're going to go into some stuff that we think represents masculinity and what it means to be a man, and principles that we can learn and follow here that can teach us a lot of things about life and can teach us how to be more of in control of ourselves and our lives and take full control of our actions. Now, the movie centers around a main character. Yeah, and we're going to get right into the content for you guys. We don't want to waste anybody's time. So the movie revolves around the main character, Dalton, right? So we'll pull him up on the screen, right?
Yeah.
And he's played by Patrick Swayze. This movie is from a different era, right? From the year 1989.
Oh yeah.
Things were a lot different back then because, I mean, human dynamics still play the same, but I think masculinity was a little bit more common back then.
Yeah.
Now, I think a lot of guys have been more pussified, and things are a little different now. But back the 80s was kind of like that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, kind of like badass, like kind of trope.
Yeah.
And
Great time.
I guess the producers of this movie, MGM, they took a chance with this movie, and this kind of adds. This is one of the greatest 80s nostalgia movies that I think exist. A lot of people know a lot of quotes and stuff from this movie. They don't even know that they're quoting this movie themselves, but it's actually very iconic, and we're going to go into many reasons why. So as I said before, the main character is Dalton, and he basically, in the movie, this character has a philosophy degree, right? So he obviously partakes in self-improvement, and he is basically one of the definitions of what I would call a man. He possesses a lot of the traits and principles that we would call a man, and we're going to go into some clips and analyze why that is. So just to get you guys a perspective, so we're gonna play this clip right here and react to it. I'll show you guys what we're talking about.
This is a new double deuce. I put a lot of money and time into this. And to protect my investment, I've hired the best damn cooler in the business. From now on, he's in charge of all the bar business.
Now,
What
let's
he
back up for a
says.
second. First of all, I want to talk about reputation. Reputation for a man is very important. a lot of guys view this as just status, right? What is status, right? This is why when someone sees a celebrity, they automatically know who they are. There's automatically a presumption of who he is and what he's about, what he's capable of, and also just that stardom that attracts people to them. In the movie, this guy is known for being a very strong and to be feared bouncer at a bar. So whoever hires him, they basically have to watch out for this guy because he's strong. Nobody really knows why, even though he doesn't have the biggest appearance and he's not like all macho and all that. He is very knowledgeable. He knows how to fight and he can kick someone's ass if he really wanted to. So his status and reputation precedes him. A lot of people already know who he is. So status is very important for a man. It's not the end all be all. I think what the mindset is the most important thing for a man, but reputation is definitely up there. Reputation, status, they all kind of go hand in hand. Because if someone knows who you are by like social proof and word of mouth, they're going to be less likely to try you and less likely try to mess with you because they already know that you're a certain way. So they're going to know their boundaries and know where they step. So it's always good to always be developing your reputation as a man because it will determine how people will treat you. Just kind of how it is. It's just status, right? Mike, what do you think about that?
Yeah. Another thing with that is that when you have a specific status or whatever, right? There are going to be people that are going to envy you. There are going to be people that are also going to want to take you down. And I don't want to like have a negative side of it, but I'm just talking about the more realistic side. And Roadhouse kind of does that, but also does it in a way where it's more exaggerated for the purpose of the story. But in real life, if you have a specific type of status, there are going to be people that are going to be technically your quote unquote enemies, people who pretty much envy you and want to be like you, but don't want you to be around, and they want to take that spot that you have. And that's just the natural way of life. And sometimes when you have that power and you have the status, you need to know how to combat that and how to uh not only just maintain your status but also maintain the way that you are. Don't lose the way that you are because of other people.
You also be aware of the negative sides of certain reputations. So if you have a bad or negative reputation, or you have too good of to be true kind of reputation, a lot of people are going to try to test you. And if you can't handle those tests that people are going to ultimately give to you, it may backfire on you. And it's, for like in the movie, people know who Dalton is, right? We're going to play a clip for you in the beginning after this clip. We'll go into that later, but let's go with this clip.
Goes. Dalton.
Morgan, you're out of here.
What the fuck you talking about?
You don't have the right temperament for the trade.
You asshole! What am I supposed to do?
There's always barber college.
You're a dead man.
Pause it right here. So basically, it's something else, right? So he's basically, the context of the movie is Dalton Wright, main character. He is basically, in essence, taking over as the boss of the bar because he's the new bouncer and he's gonna basically be in charge of all the other guys. He's gonna be the second-hand man to the boss, which is the guy behind him, handing out the severance pay, the severance check. So what he does is that he's not afraid to do what he thinks he knows must be done. So that guy that you see taking the check in a very angry way, the context of the movie is that Dalton is firing him because that guy starts way too many fights. Like, he works at the bar, he used to, but he has a quick temper and he would instigate fights with the other people that come to the bar, and he would not help the situation. When fights would start, he would join in the fight instead of trying to prevent it. So that's why Dalton fired him. And a lot of people would be very afraid to get rid of certain people because of the backlash, but Dalton doesn't give a fuck because his principal is saying, all right, I don't like this guy because he's bad for the business, so I got to get rid of him, even if he doesn't take it well. And that's going to come back to haunt him later in the movie. It's still, he's got to do what he's got to do. So
yeah, exactly.
You're out too. We're selling booze here, not drugs.
She was selling drugs in the movie, so we had to get rid of her. Same thing applies.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, guys. Not cool.
Anybody else here dealing? I'm telling you straight. It's my way or the highway. So anybody wants to walk, do it now.
See, let's pause here. So that statement alone does not only apply to him as a character to the other people, but it applies in real life, because having that "it's my way or the highway" mentality is that you know who you are as a man, you know what you stand for, what you're about in life, you know your principles, you know what you're prepared to deal with, you know your boundaries and what you'll accept from people and what you won't, and you'll walk away if you're not getting the terms that you want out of life. So the same thing applies. I think that's a good mentality to have. You as a man, you got to do and live the life exactly the way you want, no matter what anyone thinks, no matter what kind of criticisms you're going to get. It's just what it is. You got to do what you got to do as a man. You have to live the life you want to live. People are going to criticize you for the way you want to live and the way you want to do things, but that doesn't matter. You got to do what you want to do, not what others think you should do, not what you even think you should do, but what you know you got to do and what you really want for yourself and what kind of life you want to live. Very important trait. Mike, anything to add to that?
No, actually, I want this clip to continue. I want to, because I feel like it's important.
All right.
Exactly. He gave everyone the opportunity to walk, and he knew that he laid down the line to everybody, like, this is what's going to happen. Either you go and follow or you leave. And everyone else stayed. That's just how it is. If people
who mess with you, you know, they're
Yeah.
gonna stay with you.
Yeah, exactly.
People who really want to have a good time won't come to a slaughterhouse. And we've got entirely too many troublemakers here. Too many 40-year-old adolescents, felons, power drinkers, and trustees of modern chemistry.
Mhm.
It's going to change.
And that sure sounds good. But a lot of the guys who come in here, we can't handle one-on-one. Even two-on-one.
Don't worry about it. All you have to do is follow 3 simple rules. 1, never underestimate your opponent. Expect the unexpected. 2, take it outside. Never start anything inside the bar unless it's absolutely necessary. And 3, be nice.
Come on.
Let's pause it here because we gotta do this a lot, guys. Just so not only do we not get copyright infringements, but so we can analyze those little things. So about the 3 rules. So he's right. But this applies to not only the context of the movie, but also the context of life. I say this all the time. Expect the unexpected. You never know what life is going to throw you. You never know when things that you plan are going to go unplanned and things are going to get crazy at any time. As a man, you know, you need to always be prepared for the worst, but hope for the best and be optimistic. Not be pessimistic, but be optimistic. But at the same time, you need to be realistic as well. You need to have that fine balance. This could happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does happen, I need to be ready at all times. This involves getting knowledge on who you are, getting knowledge about how the world works, and getting knowledge on what's going to happen when how the world works is going to affect you, and what are you going to do to handle that. You must be prepared, especially as a man, to be prepared for anything to happen at any time. Even things such as simple as you and your girlfriend go out on a date at a bar or at a restaurant, you're walking out. Anything could happen at any time. Some guy can come out of nowhere with a gun and rob someone right next to you. Be prepared for anything. That's why we do endorse people learning combat sports, people learning self-defense, maybe karate, boxing, whatever it may be, something that you could defend yourself. Get in the gym, become strong, eat healthy, so you're always on your guard and you're always feeling your mentally best and you're physically best. So if anything ever happens and if anyone ever tries to come at you, you are completely ready to handle that situation at any time. Mike, you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I want to talk about the last one, which is be nice. I feel like being nice is like it's super underrated to bring that out, because by you being nice and the other person is being very emotional and is pretty much irate and is just trying to, have this fight continue. By you trying to be nice, you are pretty much, not only are you like messing with their head because they're in such a rage that they want to fight you, but yet you're continuously staying positive and staying nice, and it's going to mess with how they want to attack you. And they because that you are already combat ready, but you continue to be nice, you're going to screw up their battle plan. I'm going to say that as a term, and that is how you can overcome, if they try to come at you. Also being nice is being nice, not only dealing with bar fighting, but also just in real life in general. If you're nice to everybody, then people are going to, be nice to you back, and you can create you can create something with that. You can create a community just by you being nice, and people can respect you, and people can, stick up for you, and, have your back, if they actually respect you and enjoy your company. If you're nice to them, they will be nice to you, so on and so forth. But let us
Yeah, you need to
continue.
be, as a man, you need to be compassionate and understanding, but also need to be knowing how to break, lay down the law when necessary, only when necessary. So let's
Yes.
keep going.
If somebody gets in your face and calls you a cocksucker, I want you to be nice.
Okay.
Ask him to walk. Be nice. If he won't walk, walk him, but be nice. If you can't walk him, one of the others will help you, and you'll both be nice. I want you to remember that it's a job. It's nothing personal.
Uh-huh. Being called a cocksucker isn't personal?
No. It's two nouns combined to elicit a prescribed response.
I wonder if somebody calls my mama a whore.
Is she? I want you to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
So let's talk about this, right? So what he's saying is basically what I was saying before about holding, being a man is so, it's very important to always be able to control your emotions, right? So when he's saying be nice, he's saying whenever things go down, be nice until it's time not to not be nice, when it's time to lay down the law and see what's going on. So if someone says something to you and they're just trying to get you to react and be emotional, the best thing to do is just not really react to it and not really give a crap, and then just usually go away unless they persist, and then you got to do something about it. But for the most part, you need to just be able to handle your emotions. That's why Stoic philosophy is so powerful, because it can help teach you to master your emotions. And it's very important to be able to control your emotions and know what to react to and what not to react to, and become, be rational about certain things and be balanced and act accordingly to your situation and your environments. So, very important lesson, I think. So we're gonna go and we're gonna look at a situation from like the beginning of the movie. We're gonna go and look at it. So a situation where he held his emotions and he had a good balance. So let's go to that scene. We're gonna go there.
Is that from the beginning, right?
Yeah, that thing we were looking at before.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you
I'll
guys
bring it up
exactly
for
what
you
we're talking
guys in
about.
a second. It's gonna take me.
If you guys want to watch the free movie, it's also on YouTube for free right now. So how convenient, right?
Yes, very. It's
So if you guys want to watch this movie after you're watching this, of course, after you hit the like button, guys, hit the like button.
Yeah,
if
make
you're
sure
watching.
you guys hit that like button.
Hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Help the algorithm out.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is from the movie.
Go! Get off! Get off me!
I think it's time for you gentlemen to leave.
Yeah, sorry. We're just having a little fun. It's okay. Sorry.
Yep. So he stabbed him, right? He literally stabbed him. And we're going to see his response to that, right? Look at how he handles the situation.
Yeah. Hold on. Also, exactly what I was about to explain, being nice is also a tactic to throw the other person off. I think in a way they don't expect it. Exactly.
Yeah, they expect you to get angry, go, and then you go crazy, and then they can get you on some assault shit. But you just got to be chill.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay,
He's
Dalton.
still chilling there. He's
I've
still not
always
doing
wanted to try you. I think I can take you.
Outside.
Yeah, so he's like, all right, I want to fight you. I want to destroy you. You just stabbed him. And look at him. He's maintaining his emotions at all costs, right? He's like, all right, let's do it outside, right? So let's keep.
Okay.
So here we are. Let's go.
Come on, hot shot.
Come on. Let's do it.
Go, Dirtball. Where you going? Hey, Moose, get back here. Seven dwarfs or something? Get out of here.
That was it, that scene. So basically, he was like, he was like, yo, I want to fight you. I can take you down. I got you. Instead of getting emotional and not thinking through, he was like, all right, let's take it outside. So it was a smart maneuver. So he thought completely logically. He was like, all right, I'm going to get you outside. So there's no trouble in the bar. It's cool. We're going to handle it outside. And the guy thinks he's going to fight him. Takes him outside. And then he's like, all right, let's go. Let's do it. And then he smiles, that cocky smile. And then he goes back inside and he walks away. And so he avoided a fight and he kept peace in the bar. So very smart. So that's how you think logically and you don't get caught up in your emotions. A lot of guys, they get emotional way too quick and it ends up in these crazy disasters, like all these shootings and people get into fights and hitting your girlfriend and domestic abuse and all these kind of things stem from emotional males. And, you guys need to practice handling your emotions and acting only when absolutely necessary. Although if you were stabbed, probably it'd be a good idea to hit him back. But Dalton had a lot of self-defense taught to him. So to him, it wasn't really a big deal.
Yo, hold on. We're being attacked. We're being attacked live on YouTube right now. Do you see it?
Oh shit.
We've been taken down.
Okay, now we know for the future. Policy. All right, so I guess that was for playing the movie. Well, too much of it.
Yeah, I guess we can't use the movie.
Okay. Stream suspended. Suspended. Account's not suspended, right?
No.
I guess we could just end it and then go back.
Hold on. If anyone is still here, please use the comment section to say that you're here before we try to end the stream. It says 2 people are in here. I wonder if that's just you and me. It's probably just you and me.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I'll have to end the broadcast and go back.